Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Naila. I'm a public health educator that's here to share tips and knowledge with you on ways to access the care that you need while saving money in the process. Today is a very special day. Today I have my beautiful cousin Carmelle Hasan who is going to talk to us about a raw vegan reset for the new year. Welcome, Carmelle Hasan.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for returning. Thank you for coming back.
Of course. It's such an honor to always share on your platform and to be able to share and educate the community and share what I'm doing.
I love it. I'm like, especially when you want to talk about a reset and wanting to cleanse your body, especially now when people are all about like a New Year's resolution, and
Yes.
you are doing this raw vegan challenge on social media.
Yes. Well, it's not just social media. Also, I have other people that don't even have Facebook and Instagram, and it's a raw vegan reset. So a reset is pretty much when you reset your cellular balance, your immune system, your nervous system. You're just resetting your life. And after the year that a lot of people had in 2020, this right now is the time to kind of reset, to start anew, to start fresh. And it's not just a raw vegan, meaning the physical food that you put into your body. It's more of a complete wellness reset.
Is it kind of like a detox? The raw vegan reset.
It is, well, it is a form of detox. I mean, because you're resetting your body and you're detoxing and cleansing your immune system. Yeah. You're cleansing your bloodstream and you're kind of resetting everything. So it is a form of detox. And some people, when they hear the word detox, they just think they're going to be using the bathroom all day. I didn't want to use the word detox this time. I wanted to use the word reset because I felt like words are such a psychological thing. So when you say the word reset, I wanted people to think that's exactly what I need in 2021. I need to reset. After all that happened last year, I want to start fresh. I want to start anew. I need to reset my life in order to receive what I want to receive this year.
And you talk about that, and you're saying that it's want to reset your life. I like that because 2020 was definitely an interesting year.
Yes,
lots of stuff happened. Hopefully this year is so much
better. Many people for the world.
Yes, hopefully this year is so much better
for the world.
Okay, so with the raw vegan reset, but it's not exactly 100% raw foods, right?
No. So the reason why I didn't say raw was because when you say raw, it's 100% raw foods. Okay. No cooked, no heated foods at all. It has to be the food in its raw state. But because some foods are actually better for you and have a lot more nutritional value when you heat them up to a certain temperature, not cook them, but when you heat them up, it activates certain nutrients inside that you wouldn't necessarily get if you didn't heat it. I wanted to do raw vegan because I know it's kind of hard sometimes to just eat room temperature or cold food all the time for some people. It's okay. Like you can heat your food up. Raw vegan, you can heat your food at a temperature no higher than 118 degrees. So if you wanted to put something on a very low heat, you can do that. You can still, like tomatoes are a food that they're great to eat raw, but there are actually some nutrients in tomatoes that you don't get when you eat them raw. So heating it up before you consume it is actually better for you. Mushrooms is another one of those foods as well. So I wanted people to give people an opportunity to kind of have a variety of options instead of just, what am I going to eat? Am I just going to eat salads? Because that's what I feel like a lot of people would do if you just said 100% raw foods, is they would just eat a whole lot of salads. But there's so many things that you could do. There's dessert, there's raw cheesecakes and raw tacos and raw pizzas, and you could do raw burgers. There's so many options. I didn't want to confuse people. I didn't want to make them too frustrated where they didn't want to take the challenge because they felt like they were too limited. Like they were confused on what they were going to be able to eat during the reset.
Hold up. You said raw pizza. What is raw pizza?
Yes.
I love pizza, and I know the pizza I eat is definitely not raw. So please tell me, tell everybody. What is raw pizza?
Yeah, so you can have a raw pizza crust. Once I mix my ingredients in the food processor, you just flatten it out to the thickness that you want, and then you put it in the dehydrator for a certain amount of time. If you don't have a dehydrator, then you can just form all of the ingredients and put it in the refrigerator or the freezer to kind of set it as well. And then it's whatever toppings you want. You literally see that you won't miss anything if you eat raw. We had raw vegan nachos the other day. Everything just looks so good. Everything always looks vibrant and delicious, and it's good and healthy for you too. So there's so many things that you can eat.
Raw nachos. What would be the meat substitute for a raw nacho?
You could use raw walnuts. You could use raw walnuts. Sometimes I use a mixture of raw walnuts that you soak to kind of loosen them up a little bit, soften them up. And then I chop up some raw portobello mushrooms and I mix those. Some people just use the raw walnuts, but I like to use the mushrooms as well because it kind of gives a different type of flavor to it. Mushrooms are really good for you, but you don't want to eat a lot of raw mushrooms because they naturally have this carcinogen inside of it.
Well, I don't like mushrooms, so I don't have to worry about that.
I love it. So a lot of people who eat raw and raw vegan or just plant-based vegan, mushrooms are really big substitute for meat.
Why should a meat eater like myself try a raw vegan reset?
Health starts in the gut. So it's really important for us to reset all the time, especially if you're eating meat, because meats carry a lot of parasites and bacteria and things like that from the animal. And you're consuming that on a regular basis and your body cannot process it. Your colon is being backed up. There's about 9 to 20 pounds of toxic waste is just stuck inside of our colon. And most of those people is because you're not eating the proper food. So it's really important for a meat eater to consume raw vegan because raw vegan is literally vegetables. It's vegetables, it's fruits, it's all of these foods with fiber. Fiber helps you to be able to release and eliminate all that waste. Meat does not consume any fiber. So you need the fiber in order to release. So you need a raw vegan lifestyle in order to kind of cleanse out your colon and reset your body, cleanse out your bloodstream. It's proven, researchers and scientists have said that raw vegan or plant-based lifestyle actually reverses a lot of the most popular diseases in the world right now. So yeah, raw vegan is really important for us.
A raw vegan reset sounds really good. And I'm really interested in wanting to try this, especially like, I think what I saw on Facebook that you were doing a raw vegan challenge.
Yes, well, I'm building a whole community around it. Actually, I just launched a new project that I've been working on for the last 6 years called Raw Fridays. I'm actually partnering up with organic local farms around the world that have organic local farms where people are going to join the challenge, and they're also going to find a veganic organic farm in their local area that only sells organic fruits and vegetables and nuts and all different foods that they can actually consume and buy directly from the farm instead of going to the store. So it's building a community. I have recipes on the website, which is rawfridays.com. I'm actually just started a Facebook group for the people that join the challenge and people who want to start Raw Fridays as well, which they're just going to consume raw foods on Fridays. So it's not going to be raw vegan, but guess what? No one knows but you. And if you're struggling to do completely raw foods on Fridays, it's better to do raw vegan or something than nothing. Even if you did 2 raw meals and then 1 cooked meal, it's better than nothing. So Raw Fridays is a day that everybody collectively together around the world can actually join the challenge and do it throughout the year. It doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution type thing during this season. It could be anytime you feel like you need to reset.
What types of food should we eat and what types of food should we avoid?
You should eat lots and lots of plants, and the things that you should stay away from is a lot of processed vegan food. There's a lot of processed vegan food. You want more natural in its original state food, because that's where you're going to get the most ingredients. So try to stay away from your processed vegan burgers. And so that's what I recommend. Just stay away from the processed vegan food during your reset and eat more whole food, nuts, seeds, fruits and vegetables, and anything that's in its natural state. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't take it too seriously, because when people feel like they're so limited, it's harder for people to make that commitment. So if you find that maybe you want to put some tofu, like the block of tofu, and you want to marinate it in some, soy sauce and different seasonings and spices and stuff like that, and you want to make something out of that, it's perfectly fine. It's not gonna be bad for you, because really the tofu, the block, it's just made out of soybeans and water. It's just processed in, a plant and made in bulk. You can also use jackfruit. I love to use jackfruit and marinate it. You can use mushrooms. You can make it into you can make the oyster mushrooms into a shredded beef type of texture. It's so many things that you could do.
I'm gonna try this raw vegan Fridays. Usually my Fridays consist of pizza Fridays, but now
a cheat day, right? I am turning the Fridays out of the cheat day into a healthy reset day. My son and I were just talking about that when I launched it, because a lot of people, their Fridays is their cheat day. All throughout the week, they eat healthy foods, and then Friday, it's like whatever I want. But I really want people to start focusing more on what they're putting into their body, what they're consuming on a regular basis, because you don't understand even that one meal this way or that way can make such a difference. This way could be that one healthy meal, or this way could be exactly what you don't want to receive, can give you the results that you don't want to receive. So that choice is so important. That one day is so essential to your health. I want people to be able to still have that mindset, because eating plant-based, and it's a lifestyle, and it's a lot that goes on in our minds, because we're so mentally attached to the foods that we eat. A shift in your mindset can mean so much to achieving the goals that you're looking to achieve this year.
So I also want to let everyone know that my cat Jada has just joined the conversation. She wants to be in the video.
I love it.
So don't mind her. She's doing her own thing.
She wants a spotlight.
She does. Yes. So how can everyone find you, especially to get these recipes? Because that's what I want. I want to know what I should make, because that's something I don't know. Yeah. And like you mentioned earlier, you're saying that when people talk about raw vegan, they think about eating salads. Yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm thinking about, okay, I'll be eating salad. How can everyone find you, Carmel?
For the raw vegan reset in particular, you can go to rawfridays.com. You can find your recipes. There's a blog on there. There's information about the movement, Raw Fridays. So all of your resources are going to be on rawfridays.com for right now. And then there's a private group. And if you really want to be a part of it, you can go on Facebook to Raw Fridays. We have a page on Facebook. You can like it and follow that page as well. And I'll be doing a lot of updates. And if you really want to be a part of the Raw Fridays movement, you can send a message right there on the Raw Fridays Facebook page, and I'll add you into the community, and you can get, start to get feedback and ask questions and look at what other people's experience is like. Yeah, it's really easy. But for Raw Fridays, definitely go to rawfridays.com and find me on Facebook at Raw Fridays.
What is your Instagram and your Facebook handle? Please share so everyone can follow you.
Oh yeah, so I forgot that I have an Instagram page for Raw Fridays too. So you can go to @RawFridays for the Raw Fridays movement. And you can also follow me on discover_Carmel, that's CARMELLE. And you can click the link in the bio, because I have a blog on there as well on my regular website that you can see all different types of recipes. And you can also follow me at Cafe Carmel on Instagram for all of your raw vegan or vegan delicious meals and recipes there too.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Carmel, for coming to my channel. Thank you for sharing all this information about joining the Raw Vegan Reset. We are going to reset. We're going to reset everything, and this is a new year, new beginnings. And also, Jada says hi. Who's in the back?
Thank you so much for having me. And just a word for everyone out there, don't be so hard on yourself. Take the journey for what it is. Take it one day at a time. If you fall off, if you cheat, if you feel like you can't do it, it's okay. Pick yourself back up and just take it by stride, one day at a time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.